about 20 yards from where that log is.
20 yards from where that log is.
Did you see him go in?
Yes, I did.
Did he slip and fall, or was he playing near the water?
Slid off the edge.
Slid off the edge. Was he fishing or just playing, or do you know?
Well, I guess they were out there looking for fish because you usually see fish try to come up on the dam, and I guess he was trying to catch them.
Was he a fairly young fellow?
Yes, he was about 9 or 10.
9 or 10. You don't know him, do you?
No, I do not.
Found him on this side of the bank.
Was he alone, do you know, or were there other boys with him?
There were 3 other boys with him. 4 altogether.
Four altogether?
Were you over here on this side of the bank? Were you on this side? You didn't go in the water, did you? You didn't go in the dam? You know who went on the dam with him? You know who went in there with Robert Williams when he was walking across the dam? Who was with him? What was the boy's name? You don't know the boy that was with him? You know the boy that was with him? Jerry's older brother was fishing here, and he paddled Jerry and sent him home for even being on the dam. So he's
the only 2 boys, in addition to the boy that fell in, that were on the dam at the same time.
There were 2 twins here with him. This Marcus Wheeler and Mark Wheeler, 2159, and they're both twins. They stayed on the bank. They were smaller than the other boy. We'll try right from there first.
From 6 p.m. until 2 a.m., we had gained about an entrance of 1,000 feet, and then there was a stalemate until about 2 a.m. The water started falling. And from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., we gained about 1,200 feet more. And from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., we gained another 300 feet. That makes a total of about 2,500 feet. At this time, the Indiana State Police scuba divers are in. They're working. They have an airspace of about 4 inches at this time, and they're hoping to gain a larger entrance.
How do they hope to gain it, Sergeant?
That's our hopes that we will gain another entrance.
How about those snorkels? Are they going to help?
They're using them now at this time. We have pumps coming, but I don't believe pumps will help us much because this water probably all drains into Lost River. Our hopes is that we might run into a bigger room.
As of now, about how far are they in?
2,500 feet.
Have you found any caverns, or are you still in a passageway kind of?
The ceiling is smooth at this time.
Is there any evidence of the Lost River backing up?
Not at this time, no.
Is there any estimate as to how far they may have to go before they reach any cavern?
It's not known at this time. We don't know. I think we're back about as far as some of the people have gone into, but there is some people that have been in this place for 3 hours.
Well, what stops you back there?
Well, it's the water coming up against the roof. You have no way to get on back without taking the scuba gear back through.
You mean the oxygen tanks and that paraphernalia?
Yeah.
Well, how far do you suppose that you would have to go back to there on oxygen?
Well, no comment on that. I don't know.
Do you have any idea how far you were back?
Well, no, I don't. I have no idea.
Are you sending for the oxygen gear now, the scuba gear?
Well, we have scuba gear here, but
You're going to take a rest right now and before you go back in again?
well, that's the sergeant here.
Did you find any evidence of the man? Clothing or anything?
Well, you'll have to check this man right here.
No evidence has been found.
Nothing at all?
No.
Well, you're pretty optimistic you can get through there.
Well, that's questionable.
Did you run into any passageways where it was difficult to go as far back as you have already gone?
Well, no. No passageways, only just drainage ditches is all. About all we have.
Did you find some areas in there that were pretty high as far as the ceiling of a passageway?
No, it was mainly the same all the way through.
What is the same? About how high would you say?
All about 20 feet, 30 would be the highest. 30 would be doable.
Are you still blocked by debris of any kind?
No, we don't have any debris back there now. It's
Just high water?
high water and things like that.
Do you have any idea from the point where you were how long it took you to get back out to the entrance?
I don't know.
45 minutes.
When they said it dropped a foot and a half.
45 minutes.
Is it downhill all the way?
No, I'd say it is. I mean, the water, of course, always runs downhill. It's going that way. Was the water in there now? Is it still running fairly swiftly, or? No.
Shock when you hit the water?
No, there's no shock when you hit the water. No, not nearly as bad as going off a 2-meter board when you're diving.
Are there any precautions you should take when you hit the water?
Make sure that the regulator doesn't strike the back of your head and hold your mask in position so that the shock doesn't take it away.
How deep were you down there?
About 22 feet.
And noticeable pressure at that depth?
Oh, you usually notice the pressure change at about 8 to 10 feet. Just clear your ears and go on down.
Okay, Dave. Thank you. Pat, you've just been down there to see the car. Was there any evidence that anyone was in it?
No one inside the car. I checked all the way inside.
Were the doors closed?
The doors were closed, however, I was able to get the left door open.
Did you find any evidence that perhaps it was a stolen car, maybe glass broken or something?
The left front vent glass was open, was broken open.
What year car was it, would you say?
It looked like a 59 Buick.
How deep is the water out there, would you say?
Oh, not over 8 to 9 feet.
Thanks, Pat.
We're here in the Wabash River just outside of Covington, where searchers for the car that went over the bridge not long ago think they have spotted the car and have anchored to it. State Trooper skin divers, Sergeant Cooper's in the water here, has just come up. Sergeant, what did you find under there?
It's just a hard packed sand bottom. There's some debris down there, but just as soon as you get on this side of the debris, well, there's nothing but just logs and everything down there. I don't know what was.
Now, the men with the mine detectors thought they had found something. Is that?
They said they had a reading of .9 or something. I don't know what that means. It's supposed to have been rather high, but I can't find nothing down there that would make it read that.
Objects other than a car might make it read that, right?
I would imagine it.
You feel then it's useless to continue in this spot right here?
I think it's useless right here in this particular spot.
Made it, all right? Okay. And the search is temporarily halted here. The divers are going back up to the bridge to get warm. The search will continue as there still are several boats here in the Wabash River who will keep dragging in an attempt to find this automobile that disappeared mysteriously and perhaps its occupant that are downriver here in the muddy Wabash.